And what is it, guys? My name is Man for Vegas, and if I sound a little funny, that's because I currently have two missing wisdom teeth in the back of my mouth. Um, Now, it's a good thing they were removed, don't get me wrong, but it's like 4 days after I got them taken out. I'm doing way better than I was. Like the day after, I could barely talk. I made a video that day, and I decided decided not to upload it because it was that bad. And I can't talk very loud, so I have to get really close to my mic, and if I talk too much, it starts to hurt. So here's kind of how it went. So I knew I was gonna get removed like a month before. I went to the dentist, and they said, yeah, if you're hurting right there, you got to get those out. I'm like, oh really? So I'm like, okay. So I go back 1 month later, just after getting back from a little trip. And so I get in there, and they're like, okay, do you want nitrous oxide? I'm like, oh heck yeah, man. Because I wanted to be as out of it as I could. I wanted to not know what was going on. Turns out that didn't really happen because they really limited my supply of nitrous oxide. And so I strapped that on my head. I was just like, okay, this is gonna be bad. But they put the needle in, and when they put the syringe in, they put it back to the back of your jaw. Like you can feel it hit the bone, and it is so discomforting knowing that just hit the back of your bone. But aside from that, my doctor was sitting there. He had his knee up against my chair, yanking on these things after he cut open the skin, because they were under my skin. Like they weren't exposed; they were under my skin. And so they went in there with the scalpel and cut that open. Couldn't feel it, thank God. And then they're just sitting there with a drill for like 25 minutes, just trying to get the teeth, or that like one tooth out. That one was really annoying to get out, apparently. So they're sitting there with the pliers yanking on it until they finally break it out in like 27 different pieces. And so I got those broken out. Now I was on the other side, and the other side was even worse. It took longer, and I assume if I wouldn't have been numbed, it would be extremely painful. They were sitting there, knee on my chest this time, yanking on this thing. And I was just like, can't you drill into it a little bit more? But other than that, and I was like, okay. So then they're like, okay, you're done. So I'm about to get up, and like, wait, no, we have to put stitches in. I was like, why didn't you do that before? But I didn't say that because I couldn't talk. I was too numbed. So they go in, they put stitches in, and they're like, all right, you're done. So I get out of there, and still can't feel the lower half of my face, which is probably very good. And then I going home, still can't feel my face, and so I'm sitting there sleeping. And I wake up in the middle of the night to know that I started choking on my own blood. So I was like, oh, that's not good. So I put a piece of gauze, slept through that, and this was a very, very bad pain. Like, once the numbness wore off, it hurt, like, terribly. Like, I could barely stand it. So I'm sitting here, ibuprofen it up, man. And so after, like, post-procedure, things just started to be a little difficult. Like the only thing I could eat was yogurt, and then I threw up once. That was pretty bad. It was like really bad puking too. It was like projectile. Straight into a garbage can though, so that was pretty good. It was like basketball. I was just nailing them shots. Kobe. Okay. Other than my terrible retarded jokes, getting on till now, like the second day I was starting to eat like solid food. Like I could kind of bite into it. I could open my mouth like 1 inch maybe, and that was my maximum though. And that's just kind of how that day went. It wasn't really anything special. I started trying to crack seeds, like sunflower seeds, and I could do that. It just kind of hurt a little bit. But other than that, on to now, things are doing pretty good. It's just a little sore every now and then. Stitches are still in there. They're taking those out next Thursday. And they're really starting to loosen up because you can really feel them. By the way, next video, I don't know when that's going to come out. Hopefully the day after tomorrow. That'd be nice. I'd like to record something tonight if I could. Right now it's currently Sunday, April 2nd, 2017, 6:05 p.m. I like to be precise. Anyway, we're hoping to get maybe a podcast video out, or maybe just a funny moments video out. I'm not sure of what, but I'll find out when I get there. So anyway, guys, my name is Ben from Vegas, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.